you hear us?
I'm still here.
Excellent.
Yes,
Raven, you got a question.
Hi, Carly. My name is Raven. You said that you were going to... Hi. You said that you were going to be Hillary's worst nightmare if you were able to debate her. Why is that? Is it because she's the only other woman on the panel, or is that because of your views of how you can run the country better?
Well, I think... Look, I think Hillary Clinton has made a case for her candidacy based on being the first woman president. On the other hand, I would never ask people to vote for me just because I'm a woman. I'm going to ask people to vote for me because I'm the most qualified person to win this job and to do this job and restore possibilities in this nation. I'm very proud to be a woman. I think it's awesome that we have 2 women running for president. But instead of talking about our gender, we ought to be talking about the issues that face this nation. And so what I'll ask Hillary Clinton to talk about is not her gender, but her track record. Not her gender, but her accomplishments or lack thereof. Not her gender, but why she has misled the American people about a terrorist attack. Why she's misled people about her emails and her server. I think this election needs to be about issues. It needs to be about character and track record. Yes. And it needs to be about not what somebody looks like, but what somebody will do.
I find it interesting because this is my first real in-depth political debate that I've ever had in my life. Normally I'm, much younger. But everyone's always complaining about you don't talk about the issues. You talk about complaining about not talking about the issues instead of talking about the issues. Why is that difficult for actually getting the issues out there and more easy to complain about it?
Well, that's interesting because your question is just completely false. I talk about issues all day long with voters. I'm here in New Hampshire. I talk about issues all day long. I just came out of a town hall meeting. In fact, people comment on the fact that I answer every single question, regardless of the subject, from foreign policy to healthcare policy. I can't help it if moderators don't ask substantive questions all the time, but believe me, I talk about the issues.
I want to actually talk to you about the moderators because, there was a lot of talk after the CNBC debates that you guys were really unhappy, and Obama actually commented that if you can't handle the CNBC moderators, how are you going to or China? What do you have to say to Obama in that for that comment?
Well, first of all, I didn't complain about the moderators. There was apparently a meeting that several other candidates went to, or their staffs, I should say, went to complain about the debates. I wasn't there. My staff wasn't there. I've said a very simple thing. I will debate anyone, anytime, anywhere. I've gotten used to unfair questions from the media. It's sort of the way it is. If you can't handle a tough question or you can't handle an unfair question, then you really shouldn't be president of the United States.
How about humor? Because,
well, how about humor?
I'm going to bring it up because there are going to be lots of comics saying lots of different things. And I wondered, because we saw some of that you were a little upset with us about a comic comment that was made. And so how will you steel your skin? Do you know what I mean? How will you get a thicker skin to accept some of the humorous things that will be said about you?
Well, hey, if you meant your comment about my face being demented in a Halloween mask as humorous, so be it. I guess you misinterpreted Donald Trump's comments about my face and thought those weren't humorous. You sort of took him to task. But the point is, look, I have a real thick skin.
Hold on, Carly. Hold on. It's Joy again.
I have a real thick skin.
It's the wounded warrior. Give me a minute.
Give Joy a second.
I defended you against Donald Trump's comment. He is running for president of the United States, and he was making a nasty comment about your looks, and I took him on this show. But we are comedians here. I make fun of Hillary's pantsuits, and Hillary's husband's sex life, John Boehner's tan,
yes,
who else?
There's so much.
Ben Carson.
And I want to also add that it was...
Go on. I don't understand why any politician is exempt from my comedic jokes. I don't get that.
From our comedic
You know what,
jokes.
Joy? You know what, Joy? You can say whatever you want. You always have. You always will.
That's
I'm not going to stop that. I'm not going to stop that. And don't worry. I have skin plenty thick enough to take whatever people throw at me. I'm making a different point. And the different point is this. I think that there are real issues in this nation that we ought to be able to discuss in a fact-based, civil fashion.
Absolutely.
And frankly, I don't think we talk that way enough. When somebody, for example, not necessarily you, but when someone, for example, says that because I don't agree with the litany of the left, I am against women, that's ridiculous. When somebody says that my candidacy is offensive to women, that's been said. That's ridiculous. Let's have a discussion about the issues, as you say.
Okay.
You're a
I
comedian, you
actually
can
have
say
a-
whatever you like. You're not going to offend me.
Carly, hold on a second. Go ahead.
I want to add that the demented comment was a poor choice of words, but it was really responding to something you said during the debates, that people were telling you to smile more. And to me, it felt like it was not your natural kind of state of mind. It was not a thing on your looks. It was more your expression that it felt like you were being maybe told to smile more. And I'm actually wondering, is that difficult for you? Do you have people coaching you to act a different way or to be a different way? And is that going to help you win this election?
Well, first of all, I don't have people coaching me to act a different way or be a different way. Okay. I am who I am. And I love to smile and laugh, but there's a time to smile and there's a time to be serious. When you're talking about bearing a child, it is not time to smile.
Well, you
and there are
smiled throughout the
serious
debate.
issues.
Yeah.
So
Okay, Carly. So,
There are serious issues facing the nation.
yes, and you know, one of the things that we did early on after you announced your presidency, we had you here, and
Which I
thought we were
appreciate.
pretty. Yes, I thought we were pretty respectful, and I have to tell you, having watched some of the press that you garnered based on this fake feud with The View, I'm a little taken aback because you kind of said that somehow liberal women are. That we are made uncomfortable by conservative women. But we weren't uncomfortable with you. Did you think we were uncomfortable with you when you were on?
Well, first of all, Whoopi, I really enjoyed being on the show the first time, and I'm enjoying being on the show the second time. And I think The View garnered a lot of publicity over this feud as well. I think that's why you have me
Actually,
on your
no,
show
we
at the
haven't
top
put
of
out
the
any
hour
ads or
for a
anything,
couple
Carly.
segments.
We didn't put out
let
any
me
ads
also
or
say
anything.
Time
this.
to, and we weren't going to buy a private plane for you to come on.
But I guess what I'm saying is, do you feel that we are not responsive to you guys?
I haven't put out any ads either, Whoopi.
Okay.
But let me just say that if you are denying,
You know, there's go ahead, Paula.
I just wanted to say, Carly, and I know you used the unfortunate situation with Donald Trump to your benefit. You know, you're making lemonade out of lemons, and you're using the feud with The View as well as part of your fundraising campaign. There's a video that's going out, but you're clearly trying to make lemonade out of lemons here, aren't you?
oh, so you're telling me that you guys are lemons?
No, I'm just
thought
saying.
you said I shouldn't be offended.
No, that is funny, actually. Very good, very good. But you try to spin something, try to turn it into something beneficial, and that's what you do in life. You take a situation and you use it to your advantage.
Here is the reality, and I think if all of you are honest, you will admit that this is the reality. Conservative women are held to a different standard than liberal women. That's just true. It's true. All of it by the liberal
you are
media,
a very
by the
wonderful
liberal
woman, and
media.
we're so glad that you came
And so
back
are
with
you,
us.
Whoopi, and so are you. I am a big fan of your movies.
And
as I
I'm a
told
big
you last
fan
time I was
of
on
my
your
movies
show.
as well. Thank you for being here.
agree.
We want to have you come back.
Common
When you're able to come back in studio. Come hang with us and we'll talk some more. How's
I
that?
would be happy to.
All right. Thank you again, Carly Fiorina.